And that is monitoring the work, but also working very closely with our administrators, including our teachers, to make sure that it is implemented with fidelity.
Thank you, Dr. G. We have a motion on the floor. I'm going to do a roll call vote. Board Member Sherman Collins. We have a motion on the floor. I'm going to do a roll call vote. Your vote, sir.
Yes.
Board Member Watson.
Yes.
Board Member Jatina.
Yes.
Board Member Hendricks.
No.
Thank you.
Audience, this is a public meeting. There's been a lot of talk, and I've been extremely patient, but particularly during a roll call vote, if you all could refrain from speaking out loud. Board Member Gardner.
No.
Board Member Alexander.
No.
Board Member Williams.
No.
Board Member Brown.
No.
Board Member Woodfin is a yes. That motion fails. It's the recommendation that we approve the amended consulting agreement between Birmingham City Schools and Fairbanks LLC. That approval be granted to accept this amendment for the administrator of the Medicaid Administrative Claim Program through September 30th, 2020. I will come back to it. I see it. I'll come back. I see it.
I move that. Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The motion is carried. And I apologize, board members, I skipped on our consent agenda, which we removed, which was H, our superintendent's evaluation. The recommendation that we approve the superintendent's evaluation for the 2015-2016 school year.
So moved.
It's been moved and properly seconded. Is there any discussion? Ms. Williams?
Yes, I apologize. I saw the message earlier today and I asked for a copy and I didn't get it, so I'm looking at it. I have some concerns. If I look at goal 1, Birmingham City Schools will strive to achieve full accreditation status. So is that the goal, to achieve full accreditation? Or is it to work closely with board members to carry out the 6 recommendations? What's the goal?
Is that goal to me, Ms. Williams, or is that to the committee?
Well, we're all
It's to the,
sitting here.
it's to the committee. And how about this? Forgive me, Ms. Williams, can you tell me what you're referring to? I have the evaluation here in front of me.
I'm looking at the rating scale and, on the evaluation, it
Okay,
says,
I see what you're saying.
okay, it
Under
says
goal
goal 1, and then you have an indicator that says work closely with board members to carry out the six recommendations that are outlined on page 5 of 11. So are we talking about the 6 recommendations that we can measure completion of?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, and we're gonna have that by week.
I imagine those days will be based on how Advanced Eds responds to us and by when they want us to respond to them. So the deadlines, the framework that Advanced Ed gave us, of course, Dr. G as a superintendent would like to add to that.
For evaluations, we should have measurable objectives with established completion dates. I mean, that's just a standard evaluation, because if you're gonna measure, you have to measure completion by. So are we saying by?
I can speak to that, President Woodfin.
Please.
As I stated during the September 22nd work session, none of these goals are minuscule. All of these goals speak to the existing benefit. When we talk about accreditation, that is an ongoing process. And as
with evaluation, either here as a board member or in my employee. And I understand the difference of SMART goals, and I understand where we are in improvement. But this evaluation should measure and provide guidance for the superintendent and the different roles. And I don't see that right there. The next one is those two where we have a 5-year review. So what's our percentage of improvement? What is the percentage? So if we say 20% is, we only have a performance usually, am I to understand 20% of our students are meeting the standard of what is the percentage? Well, I'm just checking on this. Well, you won't be in, so just help me understand what are we really improve. I think we should maybe do it the next month because there are portions, some of the board members not as important. We did not have a meeting as a whole, but each board member to give their input. I know the chairman of the committee said I. We, I felt we should have met together, our board members, their own evaluation, their input, ask the questions, and we do the determination of the recommendation. The way it was sent out by email, you know, based on the committee, we have to do it. And, you know, I just want us to be real clear and establish it and just say, hey, and tonight is kind of only, sometimes that's just take opinion. I just don't see that. That's just,
Thank you for your input.
Well, first of all, you understand, this evaluation was put together. It was given out to every board member at the last work session. We had both documents. There was a deadline put on them to have this completed by October 1st. There was an email sent out to every board member asking for their input, along with an email copy of this document, and asked for input back. That board members responded back saying that they will give these input by that deadline, and the only input that I got back was from one board member. So I'm a little bit confused when we have a conversation about board members were not included.
On this day, it's on that day that as a board, we would like to see this done by October 1. And so if our chair sends out that email and he gives a legitimate time frame for all of us to get our input and only one person responds, that's a legitimate concern, yes.
well, I didn't see anybody respond but Ms. Brown. Now, he said to me that Mr. Collins sent
No,
him,
Mr.
Mr.
Watson.
Watson sent something. So, to me, email is not the appropriate format for something this important. At the work session, I'll agree, and I am the biggest champion of getting it complete, but I'm also the biggest champion of having it to be a document that provides that guidance for leadership. I don't see that here. And I did see his email, and unfortunately, I did have a lot of technical challenges. All my stuff dropped. I couldn't call or talk to anybody, but that doesn't preclude us from having a meeting. An email that all of us are not party in is not deliberation on something of this magnitude. This entire body should have had deliberation on this, and we did not. I never saw Mr. Collins, Mr. Watson's feedback if he provided it. I've not seen it. Mrs. Brown said something to everybody, and I did see that. So now, she did respond.
No,
So that's the only one.
one correction, it wasn't just email, it was also an invitation for each board member to respond via email and also conversation.
All right, here we are, board members. I hear you very loud and clearly, Ms. Williams. I hear you, Mr. Collins. I am going to allow Mrs. Hendricks to close us out on this conversation, whether we will have this motion on the floor to vote on or whether it will be tabled. Yes, ma'am.
I think that how we evaluate our superintendent is very, very important. I think that is one of our main responsibilities as board members. So with that being said, is there any harm in us pulling this? Do we have to do this today?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so may I make a suggestion that we table this and reconsider it after we have a chance to all look at it and make sure that we feel a little more comfortable?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I add to that as well? We have a new superintendent who's been here since July 1. The evaluation takes place in the summertime, and so we're already halfway through the first year. So although we might put it on tonight, I would hope that we would be able to still have this taken care of within the next 2 weeks. If we got to come in for a special meeting or what have you, but we need to go ahead and get this taken care of.
Absolutely.
Well, I think that's fair, Mr. Watson, but I would like to ask, and I'm asking, do we have to put this in the form of a motion, or do we?
Yes, ma'am, you did.
Vote to amend the initial?
There's a motion on the floor in regards to voting on this, so it's something I need a motion to table.
No, your motion on the floor is to accept it or not. So you would need another motion to.
I make a motion to amend the motion. I move to amend the motion to table this item for 2 weeks to give the board time to meet and deliberate.
It's been moved and properly seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The motion is carried.